Hey guys and girls, just want to do a quick video about dieting, losing weight loss. This is what I did to lose weight. I was 2 years ago, so 2 to 3 years ago, 2019, 2020. At my biggest, at my heaviest, I was 134 kg. I'm now down to under 80. But I was a triple extra large in a shirt, and I think I was about 107.42 in the waist, so I was pretty big. I'm now down to a size 29, 30 waist, so I've gone down quite a bit. The quickest way to do it, getting sidetracked here. Should have wrote down some keynotes, some dot points. Replace food with this, with water. In the Western world, in civilized world, we're told that breakfast, lunch and dinner are the three most important meals of the day growing up, which is probably right. But as an adult, if you want to lose weight, what I did, I got myself down to one meal a day. And to be able to get to that point of eating just one meal a day, a very small meal, and replacing all your other meals with this, which has got no sugar in it, no fats, no carbs, whatnot, just water. The best way to do it, the best way to start is just to halve everything that you eat and replace the second half with this. So continue eating what you're eating every day to start off with, because you're going to shock the system once you start eating smaller portions and filling your stomach less. You're going to cop a few headaches for the first couple of weeks until your body starts getting used to it. So the way I did it was, in the morning I was having, let's say normally you have Wheat Bix. Let's say you have 5 Wheat Bix in a bowl with some milk. That 5 is going to turn into 3 or 2.5, let's say 2.5. So you're going to halve everything. We're going to halve everything. And just have a small breakfast. Then don't eat at lunchtime or at 1 o'clock. Eat once you start becoming hungry. So try to go as long as possible without having any food. Don't have comfort foods. Don't think to yourself at 12 o'clock it's lunchtime, it's time to eat. Try push it into the afternoon. So let's say if you have brekkie at 6 or 7, try go to 2, 3. So that's like, a good 8 hours without food. And then have a sandwich, have something healthy. But normally you'd have, a big sandwich, or sandwich and some fruit, sandwich and chocolate bar, whatever. Just have one. So if you normally have 2, have 1. Cut everything. Whatever you're going to have, cut it into half, and replace it. Replace the second piece of your meal. Replace that second sandwich with a bottle of water, and drink it. Don't sip at it. Drink it quite quickly, and try to fill your gut, and try to trick your mind into you've had a meal. Do this for a few weeks. And then that will be the last meal. So you're going to have 2 meals. Try to skip dinner and try to go to bed hungry. Try to. Because we're not bears, we're not going into hibernation. If you eat before you go to sleep, your body's going to eat away at that. So what you want to do is prevent yourself from eating, and then your body's going to eat away at the fats that are already stored. So we don't want to give the body more. Just try to get the body to use what's there already and burn off of that. So then you want to go to bed hungry. So now you've gone down to 2 meals. So following day, repeat, small breakfast, have a coffee. Again, try to, if need be, put 5 Weet-Bix in a bowl, take out 2.5. So your mind sees that. So now you're in the process of taking food away. So you're telling your mind you're eating less. Same as with your coffee. If you're having a coffee, you're going to have to take out, sorry, should have mentioned this at the start, no sugar. Get a teaspoon of sugar, put it in the coffee, take it out. Train your mind, you're getting rid of the sugar. Then put in 1 teaspoon of coffee, or go from 1 teaspoon to half a teaspoon. And then go to, hopefully in a few weeks' time, go to no sugar at all. And then once you've done this for a few weeks and you get rid of the headaches and your body starts getting used to it, continue with your breakfast. Try to have it in a smaller breakfast. Go from 2.5 to 1.25. go to 1 Weet-Bix, or I went down to oats, and what I did was I started. I currently have 5 teaspoons of oats. 5 teaspoons of oats in a mug, in a coffee mug, and all I do is put in 2 teaspoons of yogurt just to lubricate the oats, so they can slide down your throat. And then when you get to lunchtime, we're going to reverse. This is in the second phase of your diet. We're going to reverse what you're doing. So first, you're going to have the bottle of water. Then, if you're still hungry, you're going to have the sandwich. But by this stage, you're sort of like 5-6 weeks into having a sandwich and then having the bottle of water. By this stage, you're gonna your gut's gonna become a bit smaller. Your stomach's gonna become smaller. You're not gonna be wanting to eat as much food. So by this stage, you're not gonna be craving food as much. So let's have the bottle of water first. Then, if you're hungry, have the sandwich. By this stage, you're not gonna be feeling that. You're just gonna have the bottle of water. Dinner time, have that sandwich that you're going to have. Or again, by this stage you're going to need some food in the system. So again, try have the bottle of water, then have your sandwich. After 5, 6, 7 weeks, you'll get to the point where you're just going to be having 1 meal a day. You're going to train your gut. And by this stage, your gut's going to shrink as well, so you're not going to be able to eat as much. This is when your body is really going to start losing weight. The kilos are just going to, for me, this happened to be. This is probably the most important part. Probably should have mentioned this at the start actually. I might have to redo the video. You need someone to monitor your diet, a third party, your other half, friend, whoever. Because by week 7, 8, and you're just drinking water and having 1 meal a day, you're going to start losing weight at a rapid pace, a lot quicker than week 1, 2, 3, 4. By week 6, 7, 8, because you're just drinking water and you're having 1 meal a day and you're going to bed hungry, and the body is eating away at its reserves, the weight's gonna fly off. Here's the important part. You're gonna aim for a figure. Let's say you're 100 kilos, you want to go down to 80. You gotta stop dieting around 85 because your mind is so used to not eating. If you go down to 80 kilos and then to stop dieting, because your mind thought is already you've already trained your mind not to eat, you're going to find you're going to go down to 75, and that's what happened with me. My mindset was from 134, my comfortable weight, I wanted to get down to 80. Got down to 80, but you just can't start eating again. Your mind's not used to it. Your mind is used to dieting, And when you do eat, you you're in the mindset of not eating. So when you do eat, the next day you won't eat. So it's on your head now, but you need someone to pull you up. Now, best way to do it is to go back to week one or prior to week one of starting the diet. We're not going to be eating before we go to bed. Now we're going to eat, and this is what I'm going to do now. It's 10 o'clock night time, so it's 2200. Is that right? Yeah, it's 2200 in 24-hour time, and I'm going to have a bite, and I'm going to go to bed. So I'm going to fill up my gut with some bread and some milk, and I'm going to go hit the sack. So I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm now trying to put on weight. I've gone under my ideal weight, and I've actually, some friends have commented and said if it's a windy day, they've got to make sure they're holding my hand in case I fly away like a balloon. Because I'm pretty skinny at the moment. So yeah, when you're in the mindset of not eating, you will lose the weight rapidly, very quickly, and that will start happening after week 5, I reckon. So that was the way I lost weight. It's pretty simple. It's if you put on weight from eating too much, stop eating. Guess what? You're going to lose weight. You just have to get it into your mindset. Exercise, I didn't really exercise. I hate going to the gym. If anything, I've got a bad back. I can't really run. I used to go hiking once a week on a Sunday on an empty stomach. I'd go do a 10k hike, which would take me 2 to 3 hours, and I'll do 10 to 12,000 steps. Mind you, you're hiking, you're not walking on a level gradient. You're hiking up a hill and coming back down. Take a couple of bottles of water with me on an empty stomach. So get up 6, 7ish. You don't want to do this in the middle of the day because it will be quite hot. So 9 o'clock in the morning, start hiking. You want to come back by 12. At 12, I'd get onto the waters. So empty stomach from the night before, don't have any dinner. Get up, no breakfast, do the hike, get onto the waters, rehydrate, go to the loo, flush it out, rehydrate again. You don't want to dehydrate your body. Maybe have something small, berries, a banana, nothing that's going to really impact your stomach or your gut. And I did that for a few weeks. Again, this was within at stage 5, 6, 7, 8, at week 5, 6, 7, 8. The kilos were just coming off. And proof is in the pudding. I distinctly remember a good friend of mine saying, dude, it's all about portion size and how you eat. Get rid of the food, stop eating large pizzas for lunch by yourself. You know what? If you're eating a large pizza for lunch every day, just halve it. And then halve it again. And then red and blue flashing lights, okay? And then halve it, and then halve it again. Halve it again. If you're feeling hungry, replace that half with water. And the kilos will. Proof is in the pudding. I can put up some photos, and most of my mates, you'll see. I'll grab a pair of pants, some pair of work pants. I was like that. Yeah, like size 40, size 42, 107 waist. I'm now 29. So proof is in the pudding. Back then, I was like, yeah, right. I'm never going to lose this weight, but it's all up here, and believe me, it is possible. Till next time, take care.